It's a bit of a snowy day today, but I feel like working on this old chainsaw that I got like a decade ago for $10 at an auction, and I'm thinking that it might actually be able to be restored because the engine does turn over and the pull starter works fine and this thing works okay, but unfortunately there seems to be a lot of water and everything. So I think in this video we can do a teardown and pull everything apart and see what we're working with, and then we can start cleaning up the parts and see if it actually works. Although that's frozen. It's unfortunate. Oh well. I think the snow is kind of turning to rain, so let's do this teardown in my little shed on the back of my lawnmower. Makes a really nice table. I'm pretty sure water's leaked into both of these, but I'm not sure if they come undone. Oh. Ah, that's right. I think I might have broken this one open earlier. Let's try this one. Okay, this one's going to give me some trouble. Ew. Oh, that is not good. Not good at all. Oof. Okay, it's going to need a lot of cleaning and possibly reworking of some of the parts. I guess that might be a fuel filter? Hard to tell. Now I'm fairly sure there's still some watery oil in here because whenever I push this down... Ugh, look at that. Ugh. That's been nasty. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeesh. That's not good at all. At least I don't think it's good. Pretty sure oil shouldn't be that color. You know, that's actually not that bad. I was kind of afraid there was going to be more oil. Grease or whatever. Oh, look at that. It comes off great. It seems to have really strong compression or something, so I mean, it's actually pretty good. It's promising. We just have an issue with this of the teeth not coming out and not catching on that, because yeah, this works fine too. Keep in mind there's a little connector on the back of here. This is a switch that connects it to the case. And I just go in there. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd imagine that's most likely compression, because there's a nice springiness when you go back and forth. It doesn't feel like it's actually binding up on anything. It just feels like it's... Oh yeah, and also whenever we do this you can hear it hissing. You know, I'm really curious how far I can get with just a Swiss Army knife and a pair of pliers. I guess that's as far. Or is it? Aha. Now I guess these are the precursor to the like the newer lock nuts or whatever they're called, where they have like a plastic ring that tensions and keeps it from rattling off. But this is entirely metal. No plastic gasket required. As this, I guess these are smaller. Oh, that's how it does it. So they drill the hole, they put the threads, and then they probably scrunch these in so they bite onto the bolt. And that way it won't just rattle off when you're sawing. That could definitely need some cleaning. Yuck. There we go. Looks like I'll need to remove some more parts before I can get that off. Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay. Alright, I went and got a proper screwdriver and see if that changes anything. Might have gotten a bit too hot. Oh, there we go. So I think that in order for me to get these undone, I have to undo this part because it seems like some of these are holding this on. Finally got that off. Strange how the entire stud came out, or whatever it's called. I think it's called a stud, yeah. There we go. Oh. Well, there goes that screw. Alright, this thing's being very stubborn. Now let's try the old trick of tightening it and then loosening it. Interesting. So actually there's a nut on the other side. So if I wanted to, I could just cut that off. And it looks like, so I was focusing on heating up the aluminum, but that must have been wrong because I should have been focusing on the nut. Also, I noticed this thing's starting to turn easily now. Really easily. Oops. So that's promising. Very promising. I just realized I was just wasting my time because it looks like the casing actually goes around the nut so it can't turn because of the aluminum casing. So, oh shoot. Guess we do have to drill it out anyway. Well, now this is all loose. I guess while I was banging on that, this all came undone, and the only thing left holding this on is this little oil connector thing that goes from the oil pump to the chain thing. Oh. Fuel line. That's the thing. Ah, there we go. There we go. We're starting to get into the threads. There we go. It was pretty well eaten up. Had a lot of corrosion on it, but oh well. So I did actually kind of break the metal here. I ripped it up a little bit, but you know, it's not too bad. Now I just need to get rid of the rest of this stupid bolt, but I can work on that off camera because it's going to be tedious. It's undoing this nut over here, but oh well. I'm happy with that. Oh. Well, that's not good. It's spinning the wheel thing on the shaft.
Do you think you could need a bolt for it or nut for it?
No, I'll just clean it. It just has some, like decades of corrosion.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not spinning down there, is it?
No.
Cool. So then,
It's
yep,
coming up.
yep, we did it. These are really weird old lock washers or lock bolts.
Yeah.
And
once it's cleaned up, it'd probably be okay.
yeah, they're just kind of funky, and that's good enough. Thank you.
You're welcome. So this off then or not?
Yeah, take that off.
I think it's stuck in there. I wonder if the screws makes a plate come off, so now it can just pop off. That plate is just what's holding it on there.
Well, that other side will pop out. Will pop in. So
it should.
Okay, just gotta one of these. That's going.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
That's it.
And that's the clutch. Because I'm thinking it's probably good to get this open and then I can actually like look at the clutch and whatnot.
You want to bring it in tonight so it doesn't get rusty? It's going to be kind of icky and condensate.
I agree. Well guys, I'm going to call it there. I would like to hear what you guys think about this and what else I should do, because I've never really worked with a chainsaw before, so this is new territory for me. So let me know what I should do next and I'll look into it. Did that break off?
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Probably just went to it.
Yeah, never mind. I was afraid that it snapped off, but it just came out of that other fitting, which is fine. I can put it back on. I'm not sure if I'm going to open up this, because removing that is just going to, you have to have like a press or something like that for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like some weird clamp, and that's just asking for trouble. And since whenever I look into the exhaust here, it looks fine. Like there's no real markings on the piston, and the piston seems to have nice compression. I'm gonna want to not touch the cylinder and the flywheel and the magneto, and then maybe just clean this up a little bit. And actually, I'm probably not gonna be doing much with this. I'm just probably gonna put it back together, but I'm gonna make sure these bearings are okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.